Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you all to the Q2 and H1 FY25 post-earnings conference call of Ksolves India Limited. Today on the call from the management team, we have with us Mr. Ratan Srivastav, Chairman and Managing Director, Mr. Manish Gurnani, Chief Technology Officer, and Mr. Umang Soni, Chief Financial Officer. As a disclaimer, I would like to inform all of you that this call may contain forward-looking statements which may involve risk and uncertainties. Also, a reminder that this call is being recorded. I would now request the management to detail us about the business performance highlights for the quarter, their growth plans and visions for the coming year, post which we will open the floor for Q&A. Over to the management team.
Thank you. Thank you, Vinayji. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us today for our Q2 earning calls. I'm Ratan Kumar Srivastava and CEO and founder of the Ksolves. With me, I have today Manish, CTO, and Umang, CFO. Today, we will be discussing the result of this quarter, key highlights of our performance, and the strategic direction moving forward. After our prepared remarks, we will be open the floor for your questions. Now I will hand over this call to Umang. He will present you the PPT, and after that, Manish will give you the brief explanation about the technologies and what we are doing in the technologies, what we have done, what is our plan, and then we will have a question answer. So over to Umang.
Sure. Thank you, Ratan. Good day, everyone, and a very warm welcome. We appreciate you all taking the time to join us for the Q2 FY25 earnings call. Now, let me walk you through our financial performance for the quarter ended 30th September 2024. Manish, can we go on the next slide? Yes. So our consolidated revenue for the quarter stood at rupees 34.82 crores, reflecting quarter-on-quarter growth of 10.3% and year-on-year growth of 34%. On the profitability front, profit after tax stood at rupees 9.19 crores, reflecting 11.7% year-on-year growth and 2.7% sequential increase over the previous quarter. During the quarter, we made few strategic investments in global tech events and sponsorships that position ourselves for the future growth. And we have also granted stock options to our key workforce as a strategic initiative to align their personal goals with the long-term growth of the organization. This approach will help in enhance our talent retention and motivation within our team. We also invested in premier talent in latest technologies, as well as we invested in senior lateral hires to reinforce our leadership team and strategically position ourselves for the future growth. Now, coming to EBITDA margins, our EBITDA margins stood at 38% for the quarter to FY25, reflecting a year-on-year growth of 10%. The earning per share for the quarter stood at 7.75 per share. Now, these figures highlight the strength of our underlying business model. Next slide. This has been displayed over the graph. Next. Yeah, so in line with our commitment to returning value to the shareholders, we have declared total interim dividend of rupees 16 per share this year, which includes rupees 8 declared this quarter. This move underscores our confidence in the business, our business and debt-free asset-light model, which consistently helps us in delivering strong return ratios, including ROI and ROC. Additionally, our zero debt status provides us ample financial flexibility to meet our future capital needs. One important point here that the finance cost reported this period pertains to the interest recognized on lease liabilities associated with our right to use assets. Next. So this is a brief overview of the company as a whole, as displayed over the screen. And a key highlight would be our success that continues to be the trust which we have built with our clients. So more than 80% of our revenue comes from the repeat customers. In HY at half year one, our top 5 clients contributed 38% of the total revenue, and our top 10 clients contributed 52% of the total revenue. And we have 150 plus happy clients, and we are serving in 30 plus countries. Next. Okay, so from a geographical perspective, we continue to maintain a strong international focus with 80% of our revenues coming from the overseas markets. North America remains our largest overseas market with 79% share, followed by Europe 9% and rest of the world 12%. And domestic business contributes 20% of our total revenue. Next slide. Before it, yeah.
Okay.
By technology, yeah. So revenue by technology. So from technology perspective, Salesforce, Big Data, and Odoo continue to be the leading technology contributors. Open source, followed by then AI/ML, which contributes over 11% of the total revenue. And development and consulting services represent 98% of our core total business revenue. Now, revenue by industry in the next slide. So we have maintained a diverse industry mix in our revenue streams. With technology remains our largest segment. We continue to serve a broad spectrum of industries, including services, telecom, marketing, retail, manufacturing, edutech, and BFSI. So these are all the financial updates for the quarter. In summary, these financial results reflect our consistent focus on operational excellence, strategic growth initiatives, and long-term value creation. So with that, I will now hand the call over to Manish to provide insights on the technological capabilities. Thank you everyone for the continued interest in Ksolves.
All right. I hope everybody can hear me. Thank you, Mo.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, great. So these are some of the awards and accreditations that Ksolves have received. I'll quickly move over to the future. Okay. So what makes Ksolves grow where we are today, right? Number one, our growth drivers, our strategies. We focus very strongly on efficiency. When I say efficiency, it could be in terms of technology. It is also in terms of resources, right? We also do a lot of investment in upskilling our resources, as well as participation in events, as well as building our own infrastructures. Infrastructure by infrastructure I mean our technological infrastructure. Right? What this also helps us in is we are able to attract good talent because we are working on those technologies which are niche and which are considered high end. Then some of our recent initiatives. So we are a Salesforce Summit partner. We have participated in couple of international as well as domestic events. There are details about them also over here. These participation helps us get recognition at international level, as well as it motivates the team also when they participate and get an experience and exposure from such events. Next, we are focusing strongly onto certification also this year. We have received almost a good number of our developers are certified today on Cassandra. They are certified on your NiFi, and these are like some of our core technologies in big data. Then we have people who are certified on AI/ML also today. Just one more important point that I want to highlight is that we have set up a completely separate division for looking into AI and ML. This is because we have seen that AI/ML, including generative AI, has been a strong area for growth, and most of our customers are interested and they are asking for for our some products or some services related to generative AI. Keeping all of that in mind, we have a separate division today, and we have also hired a senior VP of engineering, Nishant Agarwal, who's again a very senior guy, to lead that division. Right. So like I just explained, I'll just quickly skip it. So some of our, again, business strategies. So one of the things that I'll focus on to over here is, and again, it will be mentioned in a later slide also, that we have been focusing on to strategic partnerships. So we have been trying to sort of forge partnerships with big tech giants. For example, we're in talks with Oracle, we are in talks with Red Hat, we are in talks with IBM, we are in talks with Dell. So all and not only India, outside of India also. This is helping us get a partnership sort of collaboration with them. Right. And this is all tied to that partition that we are doing now at international level. Okay. So this is our regular software development service process, right? It is a normal SDLC that we follow. We basically we gather all the requirements clear in all the requirements from client. Then based on that requirements, we do design, and then we propose a solution which get once it's approved, then we do the implementation, and finally the project goes into support and maintenance. All right, so this is the meat, I would say. What is that we're doing for technology, right? So over here, like I said, AI, including generative AI, has been one of our most coveted technologies, and we are looking into it for future very strongly. Second, big data. We have seen tremendous growth in big data, specifically to technology that we work on big data, which are like your ETLs, your NiFi, your Kafka, and your Cassandra. Then third, Salesforce. Like I said, we are a Salesforce Summit partner. We participated in couple of Salesforce events also this year, and Salesforce has been definitely giving us very good growth. Number four we have added today over here now is we have DevOps, we have ML ops, and we have LLM ops. Now, what these ops means, these are some of these are tied to AI and ML. So one is the DevOps, which is the regular, normal operations work. The LLM ops and machine learning ops, they tie to your AI and generative AI based solutions, and they require a certain level of knowledge as well as expertise onto operation side of AI and ML. So most of the companies which work onto AI and generative AI, they may be doing good modeling, but they do not have expertise on how to deploy that model. And all generative AI based, all AI based projects, they need a very thorough knowledge of big data, because without without understanding of how do you ingest that amount of terabytes of data, you cannot build a good pipeline onto AI and ML. So that is where ML ops and LLM ops help us. We have people who are certified with these technologies, right? Then next is data analytics. Data analytics is, again, one of our, we have seen that a lot of clients are coming with this. So this includes your, your Power BI, your Tableau, right? Analysis using big data to give insights which can help stakeholders take intuitive decisions. That's all data analytics concerns about, right? Products, we already there, Odoo, Salesforce. I have some details about some of those products that we have done in Odoo as well as GenAI in future slides. And then yes, digital transformation. Digital transformation essentially means that whenever any company which wants to move from old infrastructure, old technology to new technology. When I say old technology, it could be they may be doing, let's say, legacy-based technologies, right? And they want to now shift to modern technologies, right? Could be so that they can run, your these analytics, they can run your more AI-based systems, right? There's a significant technology shift that is needed, and we are helping our customers achieve that shift. All right. So these are a quick overview of some of the new technologies that we have included in the past quarter, almost half a year, right? So one is data streaming. In data streaming, we have now working with StreamSet, Red Panda, and ActiveMQ. We already had certain technologies. These are the new ones that we have added to our capabilities this year. And these are some of the talked about technologies on the edge. Similarly, for data engineering and AI, we are working with Databricks. We have people who are certified with Databricks. We are working with Data Factory, which is an Azure product, very, very useful for building your ETLs. We are working with Power BI. We have people who have delivered projects on Power BI, converting almost 400 dashboards from a legacy system into Power BI. Tremendous success. The client was also very happy with that. LangChain, again, and it's used for generative AI. Then another technology that we have been focusing on is now data lake. So a lot of customers are coming to us. They have this need of storing all of this huge data. And this data could be in forms of PDFs, could be in forms of documents, and generative AI needs all of that data. So how do you sort of arrange and make sure that this all data gets stored in a way that it can be retrieved, it can be audited, it can be analyzed very well. So there's a concept of data lake. Within data lakes, there are certain technologies which are the market leader. One of them is Snowflake. So we have people who are now working with Snowflake, and we are, they are building their expertise onto Snowflake now. Similarly, other technologies, Hive, Hadoop, and then another very, very important one on the edge is StarRock. StarRock allows you to process terabytes of data, and run analytics on top of that. All right. So then moving to some of the major, I would say, deliveries and case studies that we have done in the past quarter. So one of the major initiative that we have taken is we are working on a Gen AI based private GPT product. So what the concept is, we all know about ChatGPT and its capabilities, right? But the challenge with ChatGPT, OpenAI is that your data has to be sent over to OpenAI. A lot of our customers, because of the compliance requirement, they want that data to be kept within their own infrastructure. They don't want to share that data, but they want to use GPT. So how to do that? So we have built a private GPT for them. It's like a product, and once it gets everything gets installed within the customer's own systems, there is no data which is going to go out of their infrastructure. All data will be kept within customers infrastructure. They using this Ksolves Gen AI product, they can train their private GPTs on that data. Now imagine if you have, as a customer who's coming from finance, it's a financial institution, right? And they have their own, let's say, a loans based system, and they want to query something on that for that, one of their client, right? They needed to go and search into different document, different policies, right? With this system, they can do all of that using this Ksolves product. Secondly, imagine for customer support, you have to have an agent who could take your call and then who could reply to that, right? With this solution, they can now type in their questions, and this private this private GPT will go and search within the within the document that are shared and prepare an appropriate response and reply back to that customer, right? So you get a completely white label solution deployed on the customer's premises, which is completely secure, no data going out, and it's like your own private GPT, right? Okay, we have built integrations for this. So let's say some customers were having data in different, what should I say, data sources. So some were having data, let's say, stored in shared drives. Some were having data stored in Teams. Some were having shared data stored in Google Drive. So this system, this product can integrate with different type of these data sources and train itself from there, right? Uh, all right. Next, so this is another. This is again one of our major big data related products related to NiFi. So Apache NiFi is an open source technology which is being used by any, I would say, almost all Fortune 500 companies use that technology in one or the other way. Now, what happens is with the open source Apache NiFi, there are certain limitations. It is very difficult to deploy, or you take solution from, let's say, one server to another server. There is no out of box capability built in that, right? Second is there is no proper security mechanisms. So because of all these, some of these limitations, a lot of customers had to do manual stuff. So what we felt was that we identify this is a major gap, and if we could fulfill that, we could build a very unique product which can help our customers manage their Apache NiFi solutions very well. Keeping that in mind, we have built what we call as Data Flow Manager. This is a NiFi automation solution. What it allows you is, it gives you all the benefits of open source Apache NiFi, and on top of that, it allows you to do certain things which are very critical for any deployments, but which were missing. We have fulfilled that gap, and we have built those capabilities in house or for this product, right? Uh, I'll then move on to the next. So moving on to now Salesforce, right? So for Salesforce, we have built a product which we call as Rollup Magic. This is deployed on Salesforce App Exchange also. What it allows is, when you have to do aggregations over certain columns, Salesforce does not have a very good solution for that. When I say aggregation, it is like parent-child relation, and you want to do aggregate from those childs. Very simple use case. You have, let's say, invoices may have, let's say, 10 items in the in that, and you want to sort of sum of those, or those individual those. This way you may have, let's say, 10 invoices, and you want to sum up those invoices from those line items. Salesforce does not have a very good solution for this. You have to do a lot of things manually. So we've built a product called Rollup Magic, which allows you to do all of this with only button clicks. All you have to do is you have to take this product, and it is available to you in your Salesforce domain. You just customize it, you sort of just drag and drop the columns that you want to aggregate, and it will start giving you those results in real time. This has been very useful for many of our customers. All right. So next, this is another Salesforce product that we did. So Salesforce, this is for analytics. Now Salesforce provides a lot of tools to do analytics, right? But many of our customers are dependent on Google Analytics, because Google Analytics is of all the websites which run on, which we see, right? Most of them use Google Analytics for, for their for analyzing data. Now, Salesforce data was limited within Salesforce portal only. How do we sort of use, and if I want to push the data to Google's system and run analysis over there, how do I do that? So we have built a Google Analytic Collector. Again, very simple installation, one-click installation. You configure it, you into your own Salesforce domain, and once it is there, you may have to do some simple customizations. Once they are done, all the data that you need to push for your analysis will now sync to Google Analytics also. Very useful. Customers, almost all the customers who have bought it, they are loving it. All right. All right. So we have some case studies also. So this is again one of very major achievement that we did for Apache NiFi. So this customer was it's a US based customer, and they were running NiFi using single servers. Now with single server, there were a lot of challenges that they were facing. They were not able to scale it. There was a chances of failures. If that server went down, then their whole system will go down. Right. Then there was, like I said, right, because Apache NiFi does not come out of the box with very strong security and access control, so they were missing that. Then they also wanted integration with other systems. So, for example, they were using Zabbix for monitoring. They also needed, to have it sort of a VPN connection through a system called Jump Cloud. So these were a lot of challenges that they were running into, and they came to us with this system. So we looked into their requirements. We gave them a complete roadmap. How will we achieve whatever their requirements were? And as a result, today that customer is running multi-node clusters instead of a single cluster. So their single point of failure, which was a single server of Apache NiFi, is no longer there. Now they have a full cluster of Apache NiFi managing their system. Second, it is integrated with LDAP, which was running on Gem Cloud. What it also gives them a capability is that access mechanism. So now that security is more enhanced. So all the users that who are accessing now NiFi are secured via their standard security mechanism, which is their LDAP, which is deployed on Gem Cloud. Then we integrated it with their Zabbix monitoring also. So now they see in real time which of these servers are up and running, how many services requests are these processing in real time, and then so what this gives to them
Manish,
is
Manish,
yeah.
request you that keep it short.
Okay. I'll probably be a little bit fast then. All right. Okay. So maybe I've got 6 case studies, but I'll quickly then walk through them. Right. Second is, again, this is for a very large, I would say, telecom player in Africa side. They have, we have engaged with them. They were working on Hadoop and Hive for their big data processing, and also using NiFi. Again, they had certain major challenges with NiFi in terms of latency. We are working with them and bringing all of that, huge pipeline into a major NiFi cluster that we are setting up for them, right? We are also working with them over Apache Spark, and believe me, this whole process is able. This whole system is used to process almost billions of records in a single day. Billions of records in a single day, which is being fed through this system. This is again for another which is a company which is based in which is into fintech domain. They process stock transactions. They process a lot of your financial data besides including stock transactions. So they were looking for Apache NiFi based solutions, and we are working with them to build uh, a system which can talk with SQL as well as Apache NiFi. Uh, this is for Salesforce. We have worked with, this is a client who is into energy sector. They were looking for sort of shifting from the legacy systems to a modern system over Salesforce. We helped them build their entire B2B platform on Salesforce. We have integrated that platform with some of their existing solutions so that they get real-time information about about the product pricing and the availability in the inventory, right? Another Salesforce into power sector. I'll quickly again skip this. This is a Gen AI based. This is a AI based solution that we have done for a US customer who's into refrigeration and energy. This solution is running live. The customer has patented this also, and this solution is giving an accuracy of almost 97%, which was a huge success for the customer. So very quick overview about our Odoo deliveries. So we have worked with Odoo for a very, very major product, which allows the customers into retail domain, and using our solution, we have helped them achieve a reduction of almost 80% packaging time that they were earlier doing. Second, it was almost, you can imagine, from 20 days to 2 days without this system they were doing. With the implementation of Odoo and the optimization that we have done for them on Odoo, that time is now reduced from 20 days to 2 days. Then we are working with some of the customers for Odoo migrations, Odoo implementations. 250 GB of data transferred from one system to another Odoo system, right? And these are not easy things. All right. Quick run through of event updates. So we participated in Dreamforce 2024. Now, Dreamforce is one of the biggest Salesforce events in world over across across the world. This was in New York, and Ksolves had a booth also over there, where we demonstrate our Odoo product, our Salesforce products, as well as our capabilities. Second, we participated in Odoo Experience 2024, which is again equivalent to Dreamforce, but for Odoo. This is the biggest Odoo event. This was held in Belgium. You can see from the pictures, right? Nice pictures. Ksolves team we had two booths, and at this place, significantly, tactically placed, and again, a very huge success for us. Two more events for Odoo in USA as well as another in India. The India event, we participated as a keynote speaker also. So we had a booth as well as a keynote session also over there. All right, that's it from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, Manish. Thank you.
Thanks, Manish. If you could stop the sharing,
Yes.
we'll open the floor for Q&A. All those who wish to ask a question may use the option of raise hand. We already have some questions in the chat. I'll invite Ravi Kumar Naredi to ask his first question. Ravi, you can go ahead, please. We'll take the next question from Vijay Chauhan.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Our net profit margin down drastically in this quarter two. So what are the reasons? And second, we have 531 employees on the roll. So how many we plan to add in current 6 months or next year? These are my questions.
Okay. So, Raviji, thank you. Thank you for your question. So first I will talk about the drastic change in the margin. So if you will see that Manish has already explained in the sheet that we have attended 2 to 3 events. So I will talk only about one event, Salesforce, Dreamforce. First time we went there, and we had a booth also there. Okay, and I will first discuss with you that what is the advantage of having booth there. So advantage of booth is having there that we got a exposure. People were coming to us to know that what we do, who we are, and we were easily able to explain them, and we got some leads also. Second thing is that what was the expense? Okay, so total expense was 1 CR. 1 CR we have spent to attend this event. So if we have, suppose if we don't go there to attend that event 1 CR, then it you could have easily see the result in the margin. Okay, so 1 CR we have spent for the sales force. Okay, and it has impacted on the margin. In future we will again go, because for the next year I have booked in advance so that we can get booth at better place. Okay, the booth which we had this time, it was not a very I can say that because we have done the booking at the last at very last, so we could not get a right place, but now I have done the advance booking for the next year. So I have given you the answer that why the margin is down. Okay, but if you will see the sales is exactly double digit after 5 quarters. After 5 quarters, it is double digit. Okay, in future again, I will more focus on the sales, and I will spend my money, my means Ksolves money, on branding, attending events as a keynote speaker, so that brands can know us, know about us. What I feel that right now Manish tried very well, and he to explain how complex work we are doing, what kind of technologies we are doing, what kind of projects we are doing for our customer. But still I feel that market or means people are not aware exactly what we are doing. What I will do, I will create a separate video where we will explain technology wise that how complex we are doing, how complex work we are doing. I hope I have given the answer of the first part. And second part is that the employee strength, that we are not focusing on hiring huge employees, we are focusing on utilization. Increasing the huge number of employees is not a solution for increasing the sales better. Definitely we will have to hire the people, but we need to focus on the utilization of the resources. Okay, so my main focus will be on the utilization, not hiring in a huge number. Thank you.
Sir, other expenses rising by 6 crore. 1 crore it is okay. You have done for booth occupying. What about other expenses rises by 6 crore?
Umang, can you
The
explain
other
that?
expenses, 1 crore is for the Salesforce event, and another 25-30 lakhs relates to our Odo event that we attended, and around 60 lakhs includes for the travel and stay of our employees. So altogether, a 2 crores portion that increases in other expenses,
So
and
Anil ji,
rest are
Manish and
normally in our software subscriptions and all these financial and professional expenses that increased.
Okay.
And we have
Thank
bring
you.
out ESOP also, so that few charges related to ESOPs and for exchanges and all these things in principal approval.
Okay. Thank you very much.
you
Thank
can
you.
tell the number, Umang, means for ESOP you have spent approximately 40-50 lakhs rupees, right? And Ravi ji, Manish, who is our CTO, and delivery head, who is our delivery head Ramesh, okay, they traveled to US for 15 days, more than 15 days, and they have attended, they have visited at least 10 to 12 cities, okay, to meet customers, okay, to know their pain problems, and also to meet the new customers. So it is helping us. So that's why you can see that we are getting inquiries from the customers like Dell, Oracle kind of customers, and there are so many multi-billionaire companies. Okay, I can tell you. Okay, so this is something because now they are knowing us. Now they know us that who we are. Okay, So branding is now most important thing for Ksolves if we want to go in that league.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much and all the best.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
We'll take the next question from Vijay Chauhan. Vijay, you can go ahead, please.
Thank you for the opportunity. So my first question is on the basically the margin side. So you have in detail explained like why the margin was at 38% on EBITDA side. So that is understood. I just had one like long term like guidance or how you would like to run a business going ahead. So what will be the sustainable margin? Because we have been tracking your company for almost like more than 2 3 years now, and because we were running at a lower operating cost, and now we are spending behind branding because we need to grow our sale, and we have also reached a certain scale which requires investment in the branding and promotion activities, which you are already doing. So that is very good. But just to understand, how do you see in next 2 3 years? Like, will this 38% be again go to 35, or what do you think which will be sustainable? So that is the first question.
Okay. So see, first of all, what I feel that our margin is still high as compared to all most of the companies in the market. Okay, our margins are still high as compared to other companies in the market. Okay, at our level, or maybe bigger companies with us, or smaller companies with us, or at companies who are on our level. Okay, so we are still beating them if we are talking about the margins. Okay, so we have enough, I can say that mo- I can say that area where we can compromise with the margin to have a better sales growth. Better sales growth, how? See, 1 year before, our base was not like this. Right now, we are sitting on the base 34.80 something. It means if we are looking for 8%, 7%, it means a 10%, I will have to raise 3.5 crore in a quarter. It is not possible if I will have a 5,000, 10,000 like customers, okay, who are paying $10,000 in a month, $5,000 in a month. Okay, we have a limited time, limited bandwidth, limited team, sales team. Okay, limited size of sales team. So what we will have to go, we will have to increase the ticket size, and increasing the ticket size, we will have to show people that who we are. So again, if we are talking about the margin, but I feel that it will be in the range of 35% margin, okay, but not 38, 40 what we were doing earlier, because money is now is going, or I can say that we are going to spend money for traveling, for events, for hiring good people. For example, we have hired a very senior business analyst, BA person, who has started his career, who is a CA, who has started his career from TCS, then ENY, and then KPMG, and he was involved in requirement gathering of the famous project, Indian government project, income tax. Okay, he was the main person. We have hired that person also. We have hired a director operations also. He is going to join on 19th of November. He is passed out from the IIT Delhi, and he has around 20-year experience. So we are hiring very qualified people. So it means I'm looking for after what KSOLs will be after 5 years. Okay, I'm not looking for next quarter, that what will be
Right,
the
right.
margin in the next quarter.
Yeah,
Okay,
right.
so what will
Yeah.
be, what KSOLs will be after 5 years, I'm targeting for that thing.
Understood. Yeah, my question was only from the long-term perspective only.
Hmm,
So we don't have like short-term view like where the margins will be,
hmm.
but the 35% is the margin that you will be likely to protect.
Yes,
And
right,
whatever
right.
you will spend is for the growth that we understand to hire new employees which are more qualified to further scale up the business. So that is good. Only one thing like you have done these activities, which is very good in our opinion as well. So, is there any way, like, can you talk about, are these activities, in your opinion, like, how you are measuring success, whether it's new orders that you are receiving, or right now you are just trying to build up the like the branding, or like you are trying to get the eyeballs of the clients that we are targeting. So any success measure or criteria, whatever way you are measuring your internal, that's what, for the information purpose, I would like to know.
Okay, so first of all, it is a parallel activity. It is not something that one thing will be done, then second thing will be start. Okay, so it is a parallel activity, means branding and talking to the new customers. Okay, so as I said that right now I'm talking to a customers like Dell, Oracle, Dubai, not in India. Dell, Oracle, sorry, Dell Dubai, Oracle Dubai. As you know that we have started our office in Dubai. Okay, one of the largest privately owned company in the US, worth 100 plus billion. I cannot disclose the name. Morocco-based big telecom giant. New York listed company, which is 100 years old insurance company, Fortune 200 telecom giant based in Finland. These companies are now giving us time. Okay, means these companies are and the top management people are talking to us, and they are trying to uh, trying to know our capabilities, especially in big data and AI ML. Okay, because in big data and AI ML is still, I think that we are niche. Okay, as Manish explained that most of the people in the market, they are working on the open AI and all. Okay, but right now what we are doing, we are in trying to enable companies to have in premises LLM. Okay, so that data can be private. So these kind of because of these kind of capabilities, these kind the companies which I have just explained you, they are entertaining us, they are giving us time. Okay, so this is just a beginning, and I tell you, this is a good news, good, and this is a good news, this is a good thing for our people, for us, that we are getting chance to sit with them in a conference room, in their conference room, physically, to interact with them for their future plan. Okay.
Right, right. And the
And
other
one
thing,
more thing, Vijayji. One more
yeah,
thing, Vijayji. I told I just explained that we are spending money for branding and all. A part of this, we are planning to have a governance department. Governance means what kind of code we are delivering. Okay, what, how much secure our code is, because the customer size is now bigger, means customers are bigger, they have enough money to sue us. Okay, so it means we should have all the securities, we should have all the departments which can ensure us that our delivery is enough secured. We are not uh, ignoring anything which can hurt their business. Okay, so now brands which we the the brands which the brands which are working with us, they are very big. Okay, so now we need to spend money on legal side also, legal side, governance side. Okay, we should have a department for that. So I'm thinking in that direction. So Vijayji, again I'm telling you, I'm not concerned about the next quarter. Okay, I'm just planning for the next 3 years. What Ksolves will be after 3 years.
got it, got it. And is it possible to disclose the quantum of order book, or if it's not possible, so can you like only highlight like what is the order book ratio versus the FY24 sales, if it's possible only?
See, first of all, I have never done this, and this time again, I will not do this. Okay, but one thing I can assure you, that we are doing good. We are putting our 100%. And if you see our 15 quarters past, okay, never sales got declined, sales never got declined since IPO we have launched. Okay, and we have always given good results. Okay, but I would like to be conservative. I don't want to give any number. Okay, I want to show you, I will show you the result, but I will give you not give you the exact number, that what kind of order book I have. No, sorry for that. But yes, you have requested to know, you asked that what kind of margin I will maintain. I said that 35% I would like to maintain the margin. And sales you did not ask, but I will tell you 30% plus minus 2, I would like to maintain the sales growth in future.
Okay, okay. Got it. And the last thing, like your colleague was mentioning, like we had some ESOP cost and it
Yes.
was some 45 to 50 lakhs. Is it correct for this quarter or is it for the annually?
No.
See,
So the
first of
ESOP cost that relates to some professional fees and the listing in principle approval. So that is around 35 lakhs something, 35 to 40 lakhs.
it is one time, because
That is one time,
we
yeah,
had to hire
for this
merchant
quarter.
banker. We had to hire merchant banker, okay, to finalize everything. It is one time. Now we know each and everything about the ESOP.
Okay, okay. So in essential, this was spent in this quarter. So it was one time, that is 30 lakhs. So it could have been added to the your EBITDA directly because
Right.
it won't be,
You
yeah,
could have added 30
yeah,
lakhs this EBITDA,
yeah,
1 CR Salesforce. Okay, so you can imagine that what could have the EBITDA number.
yeah, yeah. That is that we understand. But branding is essential to the business operation. This was
Right. If
more of
we are
one
talking
time
about the long
expense.
term.
Yeah, yeah. So that is why I asked like this 30-35 lakh won't be recurring. And is there any recurring ESOP expense that we are
Yeah.
going to charge for next 2 years or 3 years? If you can highlight.
Yeah, that would be there. I think the ESOP cost would be there, and it would be reducing our EBITDA by say around 2%. So,
Uh,
and as we grant more in the next year, then it might increase as well.
okay. So, so what our suggestion would be, if you can put the EBITDA number, it's because it will be non-cash, right? Expense ESOP.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah. So if you can just like what we have seen, like lot of companies which award the ESOP. So it's our just a request. If you can, if you think it's doable, so we can do it. Like they separately show the reported EBITDA versus the adjusted EBITDA.
Adjusted EBITDA. Yeah, see
Yeah,
again,
because it's a
Vijayji,
non-cash
what I would
item.
request,
Yeah,
what I would say that ESOP cost that you're talking about, non-cash component, will start from the quarter, this quarter only, right?
Q3.
Yeah, from quarter three it will start. The expense that we have done that relates to the in principle approval and merchant banking side. So that is a cash
Okay,
expense. This is a non-cash expense. So adjusted EBITDA would start from quarter three.
okay, okay. So it's
Yeah,
reportable, so it would be very easy for us to understand. So
sure,
that's a
definitely,
okay.
definitely.
Okay, that was all from my side, and thank you for a very detailed explanation. So thank you once again. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll take the next question from Anil Kumar. Anil, you can go ahead, please.
Uh, Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to ask the questions. So, first of all, I wanted to know, like, what is the employee efficiency as of now, and with the main what do you call the expenses that we are incurring for our showcasing our business in various forums. What is the revenue outcome out of that we are expecting times number of times? So say for example, like we have spent something like 2 CR this year. So how much would be the impact from the on the revenue side? Uh, and also Ratan sir, you just mentioned like you are seeing or envisioning this company or working towards a 5 year plan. So something that you can give us a glimpse of at what the company could look like 5 year down the line or 3 year down the line, that will be helpful.
Umang, can you cover the number side?
Okay, so on number
But
side, say we are
but one thing, Anilji, I will tell you that we have just spent, we have just attended the event, okay,
Yeah.
and it is not something that immediate we will start getting the result. It is a long term, okay. We need to continue it. It is a, we need to continue this investment, okay. So it is not something that immediate it will reflect in.
I understand, sir. So
Hmm.
that's very much there. And basically, whatever probably would be the spend, say, for example, in coming 3 years, that would certainly would turn around into the revenue form. So what is the that you are envisioning? Say, basically, every promoter or every business have their own goals whatever they are investing, they are looking out for some outcome out of it. So what is the outcome that you are looking out of it? Probably 3 years down the line. So recurring, probably every quarter on quarter something would be spent. So like 2 CR this year, this quarter probably 2.5 CR, something like that. It will be incurred over 3 years or 5 years down the line. Whatever is the spend, say I'm just putting a ballpark number like 50 CR is the total spend over like 5 years. Then what is the in terms of revenue that you are looking out from this?
See, for in terms of revenue, I have already told that 30% plus minus 2
Yeah.
sales growth. So you can imagine that what will be the revenue. Okay. And to meet this, we are doing all this investment. It is not something that 30% is fixed, and a part of this we will get more if we are doing this investment.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. Because 30% means right now I'm sitting on 34.81. So if I want to have a 10%, $3.48, approximately 3.50 crore I need in this quarter.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is not possible if I will have a 10,000 customer, 350 customer.
Mm-hmm.
One customer will be managed by one person. It is not logical. Okay. So I need large ticket size. And large ticket size is not something that they will come directly without knowing us, who we are. We
Absolutely.
will have to go for Six Sigma certification also. We will have to go for a few more certifications so that they can identify that okay, we are following this kind of governance. Okay. So if we are planning to pitch that kind of customers, so we will have to have these kind of certifications, people, okay, and definitely brand processes. Earlier we were not doing any, we didn't have any RFP process. Right now we have a team who are working on the RFPs, professional RFPs. Okay, first time we have submitted at least 3 to 4 RFPs. Okay, and that was we could not crack it, but at least we have done it. We learned a lot of things. Okay, and so that kind of things we are doing. And one RFP win means if one RFP I'm winning, the cost of that RFP will be minimum $500,000. Okay, so mean 0.5 million. Rather than pitching 10,000 customer, work on big things, work on big project, RFPs, big contracts. Okay, so that we can have a long term commitment. We can have a long term projects. We can have a long term customers. So this is only possible when they will know us, when they will know that okay, we have that kind of certifications, processes, team.
Okay. The other question was related to employee efficiency. Like, what is the percentage right
Employee
now?
efficiency, if you will see that as compared to other companies, our employee efficiency is still higher. If you will see the employee expenses on the website, the screener and whatever the sites are available, it is lower as compared to other companies. So it means your utilization is already high.
Okay. And with the current utilization and current employee strength, I mean, not current utilization, but the current employee strength, uh, man, how much revenue growth can we achieve for like without organic growth, basically in the employee number?
That I have not calculated because I'm looking for a growth with adding few more employees because the existing employees are almost occupied. So we need more employees for more business. And
Okay,
we
great.
right. So we every quarter we are creating the business. Sorry, bench. Right now I have some bench also who are ready to start new projects. At the same time, I'm creating bench for the next quarter, but everything is calculated. I'm not hiring in rush without knowing that what or when they will get the project.
Sure, got it. Okay, that's it from my side. Thank you all, and
Thank
great.
you, Anil.
Yeah.
We'll move to the next participant, Raghav Agarwal. Raghav, we can go ahead, please.
Hello. Hi, good afternoon, sir. My question is to Mr. Gurani. I just wanted to understand more about the Gen AI private GPT that you were talking about. I wanted to understand if it's a niche product and if, how many companies are into similar products, and uh, what are we doing to scale it up, and, how can we make ourselves more viable into this particular offering?
All right. Okay. So I'll take it one by one, right? So what that product is, see, the biggest selling point for that product is if you want to use Chat GPT today, right? You go to OpenAI or you use that Chat GPT, right? The information that you need to send to it, it goes outside of your systems. That is the biggest risk. Now imagine in financial institution, in banks, right? They cannot do that. Even some retail company, right? They are not willing to share the data to a third party, irrespective of whatever OpenAI may be saying. Right? That's the biggest risk, right? They cannot, they may say that we'll not share your data, but you still are giving your data. It is going over the network to them, right? With this solution, what happens is it is a open source based large language model, which has been, sort of trained, which will be trained on the data for the customer, and it will be deployed within the customer's own infrastructure. So you do not send any data outside of my network. That is what the key selling point, one of the key selling points for this is. Number one, right? Your data does not go out. All data remains with you within your systems, within your infrastructure. And at the same time, it gives you same capability that you get, let's say, from any chat GPT or OpenAI. You can ask questions, you can, it behaves like your own personal assistant, right? Second, what with this, what you will get is you can sort of, train it and hone it only onto your data, right? So let's say I am not interested in what, let's say I'm into retail, right? I'm only want to look into retail. I don't want to look into other businesses, right? Travel, luxury, all those things. It is of no use to me, right? So I'll customize and I'll train this and I'll feed data to this model of my own company only, so that it becomes very, accurate compared to what an open model or, open AI model will be giving it. So I'll train it and I'll, sort of make it specific to my organization, right? Second benefit, right? Now within that also, I am, we have built the product in a way that keeping future in mind. So what will happen is, let's say I'm an enterprise. I may have different departments. So let's say one is sales, one is finance, right? Let's say one is HR. They may all like to use this model. Now their requirements will be different. I don't want to, give the same trained model to each of these departments. I want to give them the capability, right? That, finance can train the model on things that it needs most. Sales can train the model on things that, it needs most, right? So there can be separate GPTs, separate private GPTs for each individual departments. That is the second sort of, which we will not get from outside, right? Then third is, uh, you know, this is going more into details, right? But there are what we call as embeddings and vectors, which any LLM uses, right? We have given the capability within product to choose which type of embeddings you want to use, which type of vectors you want to use. That in turn enhances the efficiency with which the model predicts, or it gives the responses, right? So that is something which is again not available outside, right? uh, I mean, so then I think I believe this will give you more detail, and what is that we are trying to bring out, right? Obviously, this is something that that others can also do. I'm not denying that others can also do this. No issues with that, right? And there are already others which will be doing that, right? The benefit that Ksolves bring to table is because see, AI cannot work without huge data. AI needs data to be more accurate. Now, when you train your models, you have to have some solution of ingesting that data, cleaning that data. You cannot just give raw data to AI models, right? It will be like garbage for model, right? You have to ingest that data, you have to store that data, then you have to clean that data. You have what we call as pre-processing of that data before you give it to the models. All of that requires a very different capabilities outside of AI. Now we work with big data, so we understand those things also. So we are able to build the whole cycle for data ingestion also. Then that cycle needs to integrate with your AI system. That also we know. And then, so this is again, outside of AI again, right? Once your model is, let's say, deployed, you have to deploy, your model, you have to deploy your model. That is again outside of AI, right? How do you deploy, these models? How do you sort of, what do you call, monitor these models? How do you improve these models again in future, right? Based on those feedbacks, right?
Manish,
This is,
और भी लोग हैं, sorry,
sorry, yeah.
थोड़ा.
So very, very, very brief, right? One part is GenAI, one part is the big data side. So because Ksolves works on both of these, right? It gives us a very good edge compared to
Got
any
it,
other
sir.
AI only company. Yeah.
But sir, any estimate revenue potential that you see in the next 5 years that from this, because this is something which can be very big both in India and as well outside. Any potential estimation that you have in mind from this particular?
See, I'll again quote Ratan's word, right? We are very
Okay.
conservative, so
Got
I'll
it.
not give you direct number, right? But we are seeing a lot of clients, almost all of our clients are coming to us asking for this. Almost all our clients are coming back to us asking for this solution. That's all I
And
would
so
say.
just one last quick question. That is with respect to your revenue split between domestic and exports. So you're heavily dependent on exports. Are you planning to
Yes.
also, what's your take on that? Because 20% in India is, it can also be increased to
So again, we are, again, I don't think that we will shift tremendously towards India. We are seeing good margins, we are seeing good growth in the international market, right? We like to focus on that. I
makes a
mean,
lot
where,
of sense. Thank
कहते हैं,
you.
like, if I speak in very plain words, right? जहाँ से धंधा मिले मुझे, right? जहाँ से मुझे पैसा मिले, right? If international is giving me good results, good margins, I like to focus on international. In India, we focus only on to, couple of things. Number one is, let's say it's a government project, right? For example, that income tax department, right? That was a huge success for us. Second is, if it's a brand, right, that we want to we want to work with, right? So there are certain banks which we want to, work with, right? So then third could be, let's say, the technology wise, it is in line with our strategy, and at this, obviously, at the rates also. So when these things match, we definitely like to work for India also. We don't have, I mean, obviously, we would like to work.
Right.
Just that, where business grows.
Right. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the detailed answers. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll take the next question from Karan Kapuria. Karan, you can go ahead, please.
Sir, thanks for the opportunity. I have only one question. So our revenue is coming from international business also, right? So do we have any hedging policy to mitigate the foreign currency fluctuation risks? If yes, so what are we following? What steps are we following for that?
So,
Sorry.
yeah,
Yeah,
actually, currently we don't have any hedging policy. Simply the reason being the USD tailwind, because the dollar rates are increasing and rupee is depreciating. So currently we also had few discussions to hedge it, but that would be more of a backside to the company then. So certainly, if we grow a business in multiple currencies, say USD, CAD, and Singapore dollar, AED, all these things, then we might look for it. But currently, mostly 80% is from North America, right? So that's why currently there is no hedging policy that we're looking for.
So there can be a kind of risk to our profit margins, right? So suppose if there are any huge fluctuations in the currency happens,
No, see, we
particularly
are very proactive on that part, that we are considering the hedging policy, but we are not considering that due to the scenario that is currently going on.
Okay, thanks.
So as
That's
and
it.
when the requirement arises, then we would be the first one to, means like the first task would be to do that only.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you. We'll take one question from the chat from Ayush Agarwal. Ayush, you can go ahead, please.
Hi, thank you for the opportunity. Just one quick question. Wanted to understand management's view on the product strategy for the company. So, for example, management has been hinting on 30% plus growth, and how much of that 30% growth will come from products like private GPT?
Ayush, we are completely into services and product we are developing. It is not something that we are expecting anything, any drastic change. Okay, so we are still dependent on the services, but product we are developing. In the last previous calls also I explained, products are something which shows them our capability, and which is the, you can say, which opens a door to enter into their business.
Understood. Thank you.
Thanks. We'll take the next question from Aman Agarwal. Aman, you can go ahead.
Hi, hi everyone. Hello, very good morning to all. Hello, Ratan sir.
Hello.
Hello, sir. First of all, congratulations to you. For you are performing very consistently, are giving very good results actually. And another is congratulations for Dubai expansion. And the another thing is what I'm saying. Your company is performing very well, giving very good results. You have very good guidance. Everything is fine. The market is not acknowledging, I think, what the company is doing right now. But I only one thing, like at the stage level, you are have company right now. The like the Wipro and Persistent also have the same time earlier in their life. So they used to give a better corporate actions at that time regarding mostly in the case of we can say split bonus which give the confidence in the market usually. Uh, but the if we say ordinary course of business day to day, you know very well what the decision you need to take in JNI, how to get the growth, and that is fine. You are already giving all the things. But I think is there any plan regarding to give have any because it gives confidence when we go with the corporate actions. Uh, which we didn't see from last 1 year from that side. And still, you are giving the consistently the dividend. That is a very good thing. We know we understand that thing also. Yeah. This is the only thing, just because we see the Wipros and Precision also at that time they used to give a better corporate actions at that time.
See, corporate action, bonus and splits we will do in future, but I do not have the exact date. Okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, that's
right. Second thing is that market is not appreciating us. So market knows that why they are not appreciating us. Okay. Because we are since consistently giving good result. Okay.
sure, sure.
But
No
maybe
problem. That's
market is focusing on immediate something. Okay. But as I said that I'm focusing on long term. Okay.
yeah,
So in long term, if as you took the name of the few companies, you can see that in the long term they are winner. Okay, they have gone through the same stages as we are going, giving good results but no appreciation. Okay, so it's okay, but I will keep continuing the good results. Someday, definitely we will get the appreciation from the market. Okay, so
sure.
about market, I don't know what
No,
market
no,
is thinking.
that's why I'm saying we saw you give it's fantastic
Means
results
you
till
can
the
see
time.
that I think this is 15th or 16th quarter result,
Sure.
and we never declined.
Yeah.
Sales never got declined. Okay, which is a, I don't see that any company at our level, small cap. Okay, we are a small cap. Okay, or if you see any SME, you don't, you will not find any company which is never declined the sales. So we are the only company. So what market thinks, market knows. Okay, I'm a core technology person doing business and doing clean business. Okay,
Yes.
and employees are happy for me. Employees are very happy because I have people who are working with me since last 10 years, 12 years. I have people, 80 people among 500 team. I have 80 people who are working with me before Corona. So this is a
Yes.
achievement for me. My team is working with me. They like to work with me. They are growing. Okay. In terms of salary, in terms of technology, in terms of skill, in terms of happiness. Okay. And when market will appreciate, market knows. I do not have idea about the market, but
No,
one
no,
thing
no,
I
sir.
can assure you
Yeah,
that
yeah.
company will keep giving, keep growing.
So no, Ratan sir, that's okay. I'm attending from last almost 10 quarters this your investor presentation, and I have fully confidence on you. Every time you presented, you come with a very good results, very good performance. I'm just giving my perception regarding the same, and it's okay, fine. So that's fine. Yeah,
If
I'm
you will see
best
that
of luck for you.
this is a big achievement for Ksolves, that I have more than 100 people who are working with us more than 4 years.
Sure.
Okay, more than 4 years, and there's at least 50 people who are working more than 7 years. Okay,
Mm,
so employee retention you can see, the culture you can see. Okay, how connected I am, how connected people are with each other. Okay, so culture is fantastic. Everything is fantastic. We are working on excellent uh, advanced technologies. So company is going in the right direction. Okay,
yes.
so let's see what
Yeah, we have seen that you perform very well and fantastically in
mm,
case of industry averages we can see from your even peers also. So that's phenomenal. But that's a thing, yeah. That's a and best of luck for you for the next
thank you,
quarters.
thank you,
Yeah,
thank you.
thank you, sir.
Thank you. We'll take the next question from Lavneet Puri. Lavneet, you can go ahead.
Uh, Good afternoon. I'm audible.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah. So my question is that what is the revenue breakup? Is it coming more from existing customers or new customer acquisition? And what is the plan going forward on this front?
So
revenue breakup Umang can tell you, but the plan is that acquiring new customer, big customer, okay, and larger ticket size where I can get a long-term commitment. Okay, so this is the plan, but for the current revenue breakup, Umang can tell you.
yeah, we have already like covered that, but again, I would say it's more than 80%, around 82% is the ratio that we are repeating the customers, right? Revenue generated from the repeat customers.
See
So
what I
do you,
understand.
my second part of the question is, do you see any threat in terms of, new technology, which is like AGI and all and other further versions? Because, I feel that this technology will be obsolete after maybe 1 or 2 years, and your existing customers can then switch to new vendors also.
See, I don't think that they will switch to new vendor. However, it depends on them. But the new, as we said always, that we also love to work on evolving technologies. So whatever technologies they will switch, we will have already. Okay. So for example, uh, few customers were working in PHP, right? So now they are working on Node.js and React. Okay, so they are completely changing their framework technologies. Okay, so they are choosing us for the new work also. So this is not something that what if they are looking for new technology, we don't have that. Even we are always moving to the new technologies. As customers are moving, we are.
All right. All right. So if you are evolving, then it's fine.
Yeah, Manish has already explained in the slides that how advanced technologies we are working and how advanced technologies we have started. So these technologies are replacement of the old technologies. It is not something that this is totally new. These technologies are replacement of the old technologies.
And so just to add, right? Gen AI was something new, let's say, let's say 2 years back, right? आज हम भी उस पे काम कर रहे हैं. We have also shifted, we also evolved, we have built a product on top of that. Similarly, there are other technologies मैं उसमें mentioning, right? Snowflake and all this in data warehouse technologies, right? So we are also working on them. So we are always aligned with the market.
Thank you.
Sir, why is new customer acquisition slow then?
I don't think it is slow.
Acha,
Numbers are
I
less.
got,
Numbers are
I
less.
got,
Numbers are
we
less.
got,
The ticket size
we
are
we
higher.
we got a perception that new client acquisition is low. That's the reason now you are spending crores of rupees in these boot camps, etc.
I, no, I do not agree with you honestly speaking, and I'm really sorry with this. Okay, customer acquisition, new customer acquisition is high. Brand names are improving. Okay, and yes, without spending this money, it is not possible.
And to add, like we have acquired around more than 25-30 customers in this quarter two. And since the ticket size that we at starting the ticket size used to be low, then significantly it increases at later point of time for all our projects that we enter into.
That's great.
Can we move to the next participant? Yeah, we'll take the next participant from the chat window, Mr. Abhishek. Abhishek, you can go ahead, please.
Yeah, hi. Thank you, Renee. So, yeah, hi, Ratan. Everyone has already asked the question. So, I just have one question that are you looking for acquisition that will enhance your technical capabilities or the innovation pipelines? And if so, what are the areas, right, that you are more interested in?
See, before this call, I always said no, but in last 3 months, I have done so many calls. I have I have signed the NDA with some merchant bankers. Okay, they are connecting us with the companies who are into Salesforce or big data or AI/ML. Uh, Unfortunately, we could not find a good company. One or two are in the second level, but still, I can say that I will take a step very carefully. But yes, now this is the right time where I need to look for acquisition also. Okay, and we are looking for that. We are
Thank you.
talking to the companies. We are talking to the merchant bankers. Okay, we have signed the merchant bankers. We have signed the agreement with the merchant bankers. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll take the next question from Darshil Pandya. Darshil, you can go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for this opportunity. So just one question from my end. Sir, since I've been hearing you for last 1.5 hour mostly, I feel that, we are right now on a growth trajectory where, the vision is big and things are, maybe will start to change. So this would be like, don't the management think that, we should be putting the dividends that we give back to the company and rather focus on that part? Because dividend as a part, if I just calculate by last two dividends, what we are given, majorly 19 or 20 odd crores are, given to the dividend, to the shareholders. So rather, given that dividends, we should put that money back and focus on business. Don't you think this should be an idea from the management side?
I can discuss with the management. I will discuss.
Sure. That was one of the questions from my end.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
I'll take the next question from the chat window. The question has been sent by Mr. Anshul Sehgal. Since you will be investing for the long term, what is the total opportunity size and where do you expect long-term 5-year sales to be, which is revenues?
Sorry, can you come again, please?
What's your 5-year vision in terms of revenue? Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
First, I will try to reach my 3-year target, which I have told you that 30% sales growth plus minus 2, and then we can sit again that what will be the next for plan for the 3 years. Okay, 5 years is not possible because 3 years the time where things will get completely changed. Okay, and we will have to sit together with the team. Okay, that what should be the next plan, what should be the plan for the next 3 years. 5 years is too long. Okay, 3 years should be the time milestone. Okay, I can give you random that, okay, 30% plus minus 2. Okay, but it will not be a logical. I think 3 years is the logical time range where I can see that what I will be, what company will be. Okay.
Sure. We'll take the last question for the day from Mr. Arman Patel. Arman, you can go ahead, please.
Hello.
Yes, Arman.
Hello. Congratulations, Mr. Ratan, for yet another great quarter. I would like to say that you and your team are doing great. Follow up from Aman's question, I also believe that the market is not realizing the value of Ksolves, and I think market is not giving the value Ksolves deserve, I think. And you said we are doing, great on technology side and company side. And he also mentioned the name Persistent. Uh, and if you had seen in a recent year, Persistent had announced many meetings and stuff like that with big investors and mutual funds to grow their company's valuations and be in a limelight. And we see today where Persistent is, right? So do we have any plan on that to be a limelight in a market?
See, right now, I don't know that how me, Manish, or whoever is a technical person, we should allocate our time. We should give our time to acquiring the customers, putting time in business or whatever. Right now, what Persistent is doing, because Persistent is now very big and they have a dedicated team for the IR. Okay, and for the IR team, this is the roles, responsibility, and the KRA that they will have to bring this many of the mutual fund and investors. Okay, but what Persistent was doing 5 years before? Okay, they were completely busy in the business. Okay, Mr. Anand Deshpande was, I don't see that he was uh, doing investor calls and all. He was always, most of the time he was presenting the technology in the seminars. Okay, he was talking most of the time for the technologies. Okay, so right now I think I should and Manish should give, and to whoever the technology person, we should give time to build the technology pillar project. We should acquire the new business, and once we will be in that condition where Persistent is right now, we can develop a complete IR department with the KRA, that this much of investor communication they should have. Okay, organize. Okay,
So we are on for that, right? We can
right,
plan about that in
we are
future.
on for that in future, but right now me, Manish, and my VP engineering, my technical heads, they will give total time to customers, businesses, travels, coding, technology, and that's all. Okay.
Yeah, fair enough. And I seen in, co- past hour, there was a big discussion about that booth and you are spending 1 CR on booth. I think you should keep doing that. That's a great thing. Uh, Ksolves should do that kind of stuff more in future. Uh, I said before, Persistent done that kind of things. Uh, I think if you can be in a limelight in market, that also can boost the image of Ksolves as a whole. Do you think
See,
that?
I have been, see, ideally we should not take the name of the Persistent, but as you are taking the name of the Persistent, I was employee of the Persistent in 2005. So I know the culture, and exactly I'm following that culture. They were completely busy till the Anand Deshpande, he was CEO. Com- company was doing, company was completely busy in the technology things. Right now, things are changed. They are spending time for the IR and all. But I don't think that this is the platform where we should talk about the Persistent, Wipro, and all. We have our own strategy. Okay, we are not exactly following the Persistent. Yes, Persistent is the good company, but we have our own strategy, our own thoughts, our own plan. We will focus on technology, acquiring new business, new customers, and all. That's why I'm here. If you will see that I do not get time to do so many investor calls. Okay, because most of the time I'm busy in customer calls. Okay, and today I will be here until everyone will not ask all the question. Okay, I will be here to answer all the questions. Once you will say that your questions are done, then I will leave. But after that, I will try to give my time to business again.
Fair enough. Great, great. You should focusing on technology. Thank you very much. That's all from my side.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. So that was the last question for the day. And like you rightly said, you've
विनय जी
answered
विनय जी
questions.
विनय जी
Yes.
सबने पूछ लिया, किसी को भी कुछ भी पूछना और पूछ सकते हैं, बिकॉज इसके बाद मैंने बोला ना कि हो सकता है कि मैं इतना टाइम फ्रिक्वेंटली ना दे पाऊं, तो जिसको जितना भी क्वेश्चन पूछना है मुझसे आज पूछ ले।
I think you answered all the questions, sir. I've just received one question on the chat from Mr. Subham Jain. Considering how OpenAI and its products have changed the IT landscape and doing so as we speak, how do you think the industry will evolve from its current form when the dust settles?
मनीष इसका आंसर दे दो, लेकिन
Manish or
2-4
Ratan?
मिनट में दे देना।
So, see, so because of Gen AI, right? Obviously, there are certain things that will change, that are changing actually, right? But you know, it is not that humans will start becoming irrelevant, right? The biggest supercomputer is this brain, right? Nobody can beat that, right? With the evolvement of AI, Gen AI, all these things, right? The skill sets that we need to work with, they will shift. So, for example, there's a huge demand for now prompt engineering, which is coming because of Gen AI. So, how do you use Gen AI, right? The back, at the back you have these prompts. So now focus is shifting towards writing better prompts, becoming better prompt engineers. So we are also learning that, and we are also evolving with that. It's not that with Gen AI, there is going to be a stark. I think it could hamper only where you are working with products. Only product companies might have some challenges because their product would become irrelevant. They have to upgrade their product. If they do not do that, then they go out, right? Similarly for services also. We are also upskilling ourselves. We are providing better training, better new those relevant skills to our employees, and they are doing well with that. I think that's what I had to add.
Fair enough, sir. So that brings us to the end of today's question and answers. Would you like to give any closing comments?
Sure. So first of all, thank you to everyone who has attended this call and who have invested in Ksolves. One thing I can assure you that we are a core technology company, and we are focusing on uh, technology and to acquire more and more good customers who have a complex work complex technology, so that we can get better rates. And this is our winning factor. Our winning factor, because at our level there are very few companies who are working on these technologies. Maybe someone is working on big data Spark, but they may not be working on the NiFi. Maybe someone is working on the AIML, but they may not be working on the big data. So we are one shop, and we are trying to stabilize our company as a core technology company, where you can find people for all the complex technologies, and uh, look you can hire people from Ksolves on better rates as compared to big giants. So this is my whole goal. Okay, that's all. Thank you. Thank you everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you to all the participants for joining on this call. And thank you to the management team for giving us their valuable time. This brings us to the end of today's conference call. You may all disconnect now. Thank you, sir.